Hi, welcome to Inside Guelph. I'm your host, Trish Stevenson. Thanks for joining us Thursday, April 3rd. This is your roadmap to the Royal City, where we talk about all things local. You can only find that right here on Rogers. Today's show, we have your weekly book review with the Guelph Public Library. Also information about a better bagel study. But starting us off, it's your city update with Mayor Farbridge. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Yes, finally getting some nicer, warmer weather.
I know.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It will happen.
Yeah.
We have a great project that you want to talk about that happened. It's the elevator
it was
project.
called the Elevator Project, and
is
it was
that?
several months in the making. And it's really one of the examples of how we're trying to do business differently at the city. And it's through our grant program, which we've redone to be more of a community investment approach to looking at how we support local organizations. And what we're finding as a local government, that increasingly we're being asked to do more and more certain things, more and more services, and sometimes things that are very far away from our ability to directly influence. So rather than thinking that, you always turn to government to try to get things done, we're trying to play a role in facilitating the community and social enterprise in the community to come in and address some of these community needs.
Okay.
And so that's the thinking behind the Elevator Project. And we had a couple of partners in it. We had Innovation Guelph, the Community Health Center and 10 Carden Street. They were partners in the development of it. Through the partnership, we received a Trillium Foundation funding that allowed for the coordination to happen as well.
Okay.
And what we did was we solicited facilitated, oh my goodness, couldn't get that word out, projects from the community.
Okay.
And we got 52 projects.
So you would put the word out saying, this is
Yeah.
what we're looking for, this is what we need.
Yeah.
Were you surprised at the number that came
Yes.
back?
Yeah,
That's a big number
lot.
to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we had 52 projects, and it was a competition. So the public could vote on the projects. There was a panel made up of judges that also had a role to play, and then there was also a People's Choice Award as well. So out of the 52, 15 were selected. And so it was about identifying the projects and which ones the community felt had the most, the most solid ground to move forward. But it was also then matching them with investors. And we had 13 investors. An investment could be money, but it was also contacts, networks, connecting people, and mentorship. And so mentorship was a really big part of it as well.
So the goal here was actually to get these projects live and forward momentum. It's not just, hey, look at all these great ideas and celebrating it and awarding people and leaving them.
Yeah.
This is all forward movement. Okay.
Yeah. So to give you an idea of a couple of projects, I brought just 3 of them to talk about. One is Farm to Fork. Yeah. And so what they're doing, it's really an app that helps connect donors to emergency food banks and food providers. So that if you're in the shopping market and you're cooking and shopping and you normally donate to the food bank, you can go on and you can see what they actually need in that moment.
Yes.
And it's also a great way to introduce more fresh food into the system as well for people. So they received an $8,000 cash amount from the City of Guelph. They received $2,000 in cash from the Guelph Community Health Center, because obviously they're trying to promote more healthy eating and that. And $2,700 in-kind mentorship from Innovation Guelph and the Guelph Community Health Center.
So good for them. We've had them on the show when they started up. It's such a good idea. And they're hoping that this app, it just becomes part of your shopping every time you shop. It's just part of what you do.
Yeah, so it's looking at how you're using new technologies to connect people, and how you're engaging the community to address an issue, which is not everyone gets all the food that they need. And how can we address that, and how can we make sure no one goes hungry in Guelph?
And it's relevant, and it's now and it's fresh.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Okay, that's Farm to Fork.
Another one is called Knit a Knot. And what this is it works with immigrant seniors. Again, it's a social enterprise that's to work with immigrant seniors. So it's about social connection, because a lot of seniors in general, but certainly newcomers, are very isolated. So it's about connecting them. And it's also about economic participation as well, because what they're doing is knitting products that are marketed and sold. So it connects them into the community, but it also gives them an economic connection as well. And so they received a little over $1,300 in-kind business mentorship. So to get that social enterprise and their business off the ground, that could be marketing, anything like that.
Right, that they would need.
Yeah, so that was that example. And then another one was the Yorklands Green Hub, and I brought this one because it was also the People's Choice Award as well. So for winning the People's Choice Award, they got $500 from 10 Carden Street.
Nice.
And then they were also selected as one of the 15, and so they received $2,700 in-kind mentorship with Mark Goldberg from Innovation Guelph. He's one of their entrepreneurs and residents. And then David Thornley of the Guelph Community Health Center. And they got $5,500 in an in-kind 2-minute animated video that's been donated by a company called Hands on a Whiteboard.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So
what do they do?
And what they're about is they're wanting to develop a demonstration center at the old Correctional Institute out on York Road. So using some of the land there to have a demonstration center for urban agriculture, but also demonstrate environmental technologies. So technologies around energy conservation and renewable energy, and also water conservation as well. So it's a little sort of urban agriculture demonstration center.
And would that be for businesses or for the community to come and find out how they
Everything.
can do it? Everything.
Individuals, homeowners, and businesses to see how all of this works.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so a list of all of the other winners we can get somewhere?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No. The Elevator Project. If you Google that, you can find all 52 and
good.
see them.
Okay.
And there's going to be another round, so it's not that all of those 52 are out of the mix. They can come back. They're all projects I think that people are working on. And, and all have merit.
Oh, sure.
And so right now they're going to go into a review phase and see what worked and come back with another round.
I like this idea. It's such a good idea. It's so cool to see what people are up to in our community. This is why your job is so cool. You get to meet all these people. Thank you. Lovely to have you on.
Thanks.
Worth checking that out. Lots going on in our community. Taking a short break. A better bagel survey when we get back. See you in a minute.